had to adjust the camera angle because there's like a dark hallway behind me, and I'm super afraid that like if I leave the camera and you can see the hallway that we might see a ghost. I don't know. Hey guys, thanks for coming back to check out another video. So we are not on the floor today. I have a desk in front of me, and this just confirms that I'm like a floor person. I will choose to sit on the floor over any piece of comfortable furniture you may have in your house. I don't know. I'm just a weirdo, I guess. But I put the desk in here because I thought like, well, I'm gonna film an eyeshadow look today, and I thought that maybe having the desk would be like easier, like I have like a workspace, you know, as opposed to putting everything on the floor. But the problem with the desk is that I slouch over so bad. I know it's horrible for my posture. You can yell at me in the comments. But anyway, I've had this idea in my head for a while, and I don't know if anyone else has like done this before. So if they have and you've seen it, like let me know down below in the comments, because I would love to credit like anyone that has done this before me. But I thought I really want to film an eyeshadow look with a palette that I like, or a palette that would rank like really high up if I was to rank all of my eyeshadow palettes. So like a favorite palette, but using my least favorite shades, or like the shades that intimidate me the most. So I think this will be super fun. I didn't know like what palette I wanted to use though. And then yesterday I watched Dannie's video. It's like a tutorial, like a smoky gray eyeshadow look that she does using ABH Subculture, and she uses a black shadow in that. And you guys know, I don't use black eyeshadows. It kind of scares me. So I went like off of that, and then in a comment of one of her videos we were talking, and she said that like red is one of her favorite eyeshadow colors, and red just so happens to be a color that intimidates the crap out of me. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it like, I just think it looks funny, or if it's just too dark, because typically like on my lids, I like a lighter shade. So in honor of Dannie, who I will leave linked down below, and all of her videos that I've referenced, we are going to use the ABH Jackie Aina palette. And specifically, I want to create a look around this Wiggaalese shade. I have swatched this. That's all I have ever done to this shade. I have never like put this on my eyes, and every time I think about putting it on my eyes, I'm like, oh, that's a pretty shade, but it ain't going on my eyes. So I thought this would be fun. There's also like some other shades in this palette, like Big Wig here, this matte purple I have never used. And then let's see what else was in here. Oh, Credit, which is like the really dark brown. I've never used that one, just because this palette as a whole, the shades in here are super pigmented, so you just barely have to tap your brush in there. So some of these like darker shades, I'm like, that's gonna be too dark too fast. So let me swatch out though Big Wig and Credit, just so we can like see kind of maybe like an idea here that we're doing. And I know you're probably thinking like, Haley, there's no black shade in this palette. Well, I've thought ahead. So I picked out a palette. Now I love this palette too. It's the Kaleidos Sci-Fi Green. And the only shade in here that I don't like is the black shade, and it's called Darkside. So I went with this one because I really like the Kaleidos formula. I think their mattes are very like soft and easy to work with. They're easy to blend. So I figured like if we're gonna play with a black shadow, then it's gonna be the Kaleidos one. So that will be the black shade that I pull out. I think we're just gonna do like a very simple eye look, like, you know, a few shades in the crease, like a shade, the black shade probably in the outer V, maybe with some of like Big Wig topped on top of it. I don't know, but definitely Wiggaalese is going to be our lid shade. So without any further rambling, let me zoom you in just a little bit, and we will get started with this eye look. Okay, we are zoomed in, and we are really personal. I swatched out like two of the like brown shades, what was it, Ginger and Edges here. So I really think I'm gonna do Edges as like my first transition shade. And I was trying to like figure out an angle, because like I said, like I have a desk in front of me, so it kind of makes it awkward. But with the mirror, I think this eye we can do together, and then I'll do this eye, like I'll cut out the bits of me doing this eye, so you'll see like some fade cuts and stuff like that, but just know like that's why I'm trying to give you guys like a good view of what I'm doing. This angle. Okay, enough stalling. Happy with that as like a transition shade. Usually I do 2 shades in the transition area, but I think like I'm just gonna keep it at that one, and we'll do like a little bit of Big Wig, and then we'll do the black, and then we'll do Wiggaalese for a lid shade. Like I said, it's gonna be a very simple eye look, but I'm just proud of myself for using shades that I wouldn't like ever use before. So let me do this other eye. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. Like, that's a really pretty color. It definitely, it looks like really ABH is powdery, so edges definitely, I don't know, like I just have natural lighting like right now, so in the viewfinder to me it definitely looks more like brick red, but like in person I always think of it as like more brown, but you can definitely tell like it translates more red on your eyelids. So I think it's the moment of truth. We're gonna put the black shade in the outer V. I'm gonna blend that out, and then we're gonna layer Big Wig on top of that. Yeah. This could be a horrible mistake. A horrible mistake. So I'm definitely going to take like a very domed small brush. This one's from e.l.f. for the black shade. So, and again, we're using the Kaleidos Sci-Fi Green Black in Darkside. Oh, I am so nervous. So nervous. Okay, okay. Alright, I stamped it in my outer V, like you just saw. I'm going to take the brush that had edges on and blend this black shade out. I just want it like barely in the outer V, and I want the purple to come a little bit further in over the black. So, okay. We're not going to judge it until we're done, and we're especially not going to judge it until we have both eyes done. So again, I'm going to cut away and do the second eye. Okay, so we're going to take Big Wig, and I have a different like little domed brush here. So I'm going to take Big Wig and kind of layer that over the black, because I kind of want it to be like a blue, like a purple black kind of shadow in the outer V. So okay, let me do the other eye. So, okay, no lid shade yet, but I am not mad about it. Like, I really think this is coming together. So, what I like to do is I have my little cream eyeshadow that I've been working on in my Partners in Cream. And instead of like laying down concealer to help shimmer shades really stick and like pop better, I've just been using this. So I'm going to quickly like apply this off camera to like my lids where I want the red color, and then I'll come back on and we'll put the red color on together. Alright, I just wanted you guys to see it like with the cream eyeshadow, because I think even that is just really pretty. But like I said, red is a shade that intimidates me, so we are going to put that red shade on. So I'm just going to grab my little brush from Real Techniques that I like to use to put lid shades on. So what you'll probably see me do is put this lid shade on and then go back in with the brush that I used for Big Wig and try to help like blend out the crease and make the like the line between the two shades not like just a stark contrast line, right? So okay, moment of truth. I'll be really upset because like I'm enjoying this so far, so like if it just goes downhill after this, like I'm just gonna be upset. So before we do the lower lash line, I am really excited with the way this is turning out. I think that for the inner corner, we're gonna use, I'm torn between Soleil and Zam here. And also when I read that name, in my head, I'm like, Zam. Okay, let's swatch these out and try to make a decision. So Soleil, Zam. So Soleil is on top. Zam is definitely too dark for the inner corner. Whoa, look at, like, it's a really pretty shade, but does that not look like super different than what is in the pan there? Like, I definitely thought that it was just going to be a hint darker than Soleil. So Soleil in the inner corner. All right, that really like brightened up the inner corner, I think. So for the lower lash line, you know what? I think we're gonna do the credit shade, this darker, like almost purple brown shade right in the like outer lower lash line. And then I'm probably going to take Big Wig and put that on the rest of it and then blend those two colors together. So what I'm noticing is, well, no, I was gonna say it looks like the purple and the first shade edges are like not blended super well together. So I was gonna go like back over and blend those, but I think overall it looks really good. So, but what do we always say? You cannot judge an eyeshadow look until you have your fixins and your trim-ins on. So I will be right back with mascara. All right, so I'm still like forming my thoughts on if I even like this mascara. It's by CoverGirl. It's the Flourish by Lash Blast. I just feel like even with my lash primer, it looks very like, it just makes my eyelashes look stubby. So ignore that. But I am like super thrilled with the way that this turned out, and I'm really proud of myself. I played with a red eyeshadow. I played with a black eyeshadow. I played with a super intense purple eyeshadow today. So Danny, I hope I did you proud playing with red eyeshadow. Again, like I said, I'm gonna leave all of her stuff listed down below in the description box, and I really hope you guys go and like check her out and everything, because her eye looks are just, they're so creative and like so colorful. Like, she's a good source of like inspiration, and she has a lot of great content, so I'm sure you'll like her. But yeah, that is all I have for you today. If you want to see this kind of video done again, using, you know, a favorite palette but your least favorite shades, then just let me know. I'd be happy to do it again, because it's really pulled me out of my comfort zone, and like I said, I'm pretty ecstatic with how the look turned out. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope that you're having a good day or a good night or a good whatever, and I will catch you in the next one.